Yes,
No.
yes.
Man, Steve is broken.
Pretty sure you just suck, dude.
No way, it's gotta be Steve. I shouldn't lose to you, you have no fingers.
Actually, I'm all fingers. Touché.
Smash Ultimate speculation cycle has been an absolute trip, man. Remember back in the pre-release phase when we were tampering our expectations knowing that there wouldn't be too many newcomers in the base game? We've come a long way since then. At this point in time, it's actually pretty tough for me to cling on to any particular characters whose lack of inclusion would disappoint me. With Ridley, King K. Rool, Banjo-Kazooie, Simon Belmont, freaking Piranha Plant. I mean, sure, Byleth felt pretty underwhelming, but they're somebody's favorite character, so there really isn't much point in me bellyaching, is there? I'm sure that some of my favorite fighters aren't exactly everyone else's favorite fighters, so as long as I've got this YouTube channel going, I might as well list the top 5 that I want to see in the DLC. Even if I know for sure that I'm 100% satisfied with the current roster, and my expectations have already been sufficiently blown away by the inclusion of Banjo-Kazooie, that doesn't stop me from being able to dream, to think, to wonder, and ponder even, over who else might be included in the remaining 4 slots for Fighters Pass 2.
So, Dante?
What? No, that wouldn't be...
Okay, so you're more of a Doom guy.
Well,
huh?
I mean, no, that he's not...
So you really think we're getting Gordon Freeman, or Master Chief, or Sora? No, Fingy! All those picks are fine, and I know a lot of people want them, but this is my list, and I base it off nothing but my own personal preferences, okay? You want Geno, don't you?
Actually, yeah. I know the Smash fanbase has grown more ambivalent toward Geno in recent years, as there are many newer fans who never got the chance to fall in love with Mario RPG, or feel the excitement of Smash making older Nintendo characters relevant again, like Pit, Rob, and the Ice Climbers. But for many years, maybe too many years, older followers of the Smash Bros. Series like myself have been clamoring for Geno's inclusion. In truth, I was never really that on board with Geno until we got the Mii costume in Smash Bros. 4. Acknowledgement on that level can't be for nothing. And with most of the other characters that we Smash boomers having wanted being in the game now, it would be criminal if Geno wasn't represented in the game on some level. And no, the spirit doesn't count.
You do realize he'll probably just come back as an updated Mii costume.
I'm okay with that. In one of my earlier videos I did on the topic of potential third-party characters whose parent companies don't have playable characters in Smash, I concluded that if Ubisoft is going to get anybody, it has to be Rayman. His series is very dear to me personally, and his design is A+++. He'd fit right in with the Smash Bros. Cast, and in many ways, he kinda feels inevitable. He had multiple trophies in Smash 4, a Spirit in Ultimate, and Ubisoft already has Mii costumes in the form of Rabbit and Assassin's Creed.
Hey, speaking of Mii costumes, did you notice how the pig and the creeper costumes have floating appendages? Makes you wonder about Rayman, doesn't it?
You know what, Fingy? Having my favorite characters represented in Smash in any way is already good enough for me. All your Mii costume-related naysaying has no effect on me.
The ARMS graphic novel was probably cancelled and Custom Robo's never getting a new game.
One of the most well-known quirks of the Smash speculation community is the implementation of arbitrary rules and guidelines. No more than 2 third-party reps per game. Oh. Well, no third-party reps who aren't strongly affiliated with Nintendo platforms. Oh. Characters who appear in other characters' movesets can't. Oh. Well, spirits can't be. Oh. You get the point. For the most part, I was okay with these rules to an extent. It inadvertently encourages more creative approaches to building rosters. It's tough to push the envelope if you can't find the stamp. Nevertheless, I'm gonna go ahead and break one of those rules right now and add an assist trophy character. No. Shovel Knight, a critically acclaimed indie darling that took the world by—
Oh, come on. Shovel Knight? Really? He's a milquetoast protagonist pick. Waluigi's a widely loved manic wildcard fighter. He deserves more attention from Nintendo.
Well, I think people latched onto him disingenuously, and most people only like his online depictions rather than him himself as a character. I say Smash could use more protagonists who represent other games.
So you chose Shovel Knight, out of all the other assist trophies in Ultimate, not Bomberman, or Zero, or Takamaru?
Look, Fingy, this bit's gone on long enough. Surely there's an assist trophy character who meets both of our desires.
You mean a protagonist who represents a new game who is also highly memeable and deserves more attention from Nintendo?
Could you imagine how insane it would be if the Nintendo Badge Arcade Bunny was added to Fighters Pass 2? The amount of memes and salt would be glorious. Plus, I'm an advocate for Nintendo Switch getting more menu customization options, like folders, themes, and badges. I made a whole video on it, actually. I think it holds up pretty well, all things considered. If Nintendo pulled an Isabelle and announced that the Badge Arcade Bunny would be in Smash, followed by an announcement that Nintendo Badge Arcade is coming to Switch, I'd be over the moon with excitement and glee.
Okay, Fingy, I'll admit, we arrived at a pretty cool compromise with that last pick. But could you please promise not to berate me for my next choice? That depends. What character is it? An indie rep with a retro past, who would have different playstyles depending upon transformations. Oh, jeez. Shantae? What? No, Fingy, please, come on. I'm not a pervert.
If you have a Nintendo Switch, a Nintendo Switch Online subscription, and like $20, then you have access to most of the Blaster Master franchise. What started out as a cult classic that struggled to reinvent itself for contemporary consoles has finally come into its own with Inti Crate's Blaster Master Zero series. As it stands, Smash Bros. Currently has no Sunsoft representation at all, let alone the highly rated yet criminally overlooked NES cult classic Blaster Master series. If Jason and his ship Sophia III were added to Fighters Pass 2 and came with a wealth of music and spirits from all across Sunsoft's history a la Terry Bogard, I'd squee at a register not even dogs could hear.
Gino, Rayman, Badge Arcade Bunny, and Jason/Sophia III. Okay, that's 4 characters now. Before we move on to number 5, let's go over some honorable mentions. Pink Gold Peach. You chose Pink Gold Peach for an honorable mention, but not Waluigi, Master Chief, Sora, or Doomguy.
Keep getting mad over one man's opinions, Fingy. Maybe someday it'll make you happy.
My channel has seen significant growth in followers since I started last June, so some of you might know exactly who my number 1 choice is, while some others of you might have no idea at all. In case you're new, here's a little something you've been missing out on. Oh, and you maybe might want to turn down your headphones.
I've been using that stupid meme since my first scripted Smash video, and I'll probably never stop using it until he's in. Again, I must reiterate, at this point, it is impossible for me to be disappointed with future characters. Not that there's anything wrong with being disappointed in future characters, mind you. I'm just content enough with the characters that we have already to feel sad that Agumon isn't in the game. That being said, I would be more hyped for Agumon at this point than I probably was with Banjo at the time. Not because he's seriously underrated or long requested or impossible or anything like Banjo was, but just because the feelings of nostalgia, mixed with the satisfaction I'd feel after holding out for him for this long, would be awesome. And it's not too unreasonable to think that Agumon might have a chance. After all, Namco Bandai is the primary developer of Smash Ultimate, and so far the only playable rep from their company is Pac-Man. And Pac-Man is indisputably the face of Namco, and debatably the face of video gaming as we know it. Of course he's in. But who's the face of Bandai? Maybe Tamagotchi. But Digimon was conceptualized as Tamagotchi but with fighting, so I'm going with Digimon. Plus, Digimon has become a much more expansive brand over time, to the point where people more so put it in the same league as Pokemon rather than Tamagotchi. Getting Agumon in a game where he could battle Pikachu would be epic. Straight up, no cap. Plus, most of the DLC characters for Smash Ultimate introduce really new and innovative playstyles, and Agumon having a Digivolution mechanic where he can swap between Greymon and Wargreymon, and maybe even Koromon, that'd be cute, could be the sort of thing that Sakurai would want to explore.
There's no shortage of video game characters in the world who aren't playable in Smash, and at some point, the roster must come to an end. We know for sure we're getting 4 more characters. Then after that, I'm honestly hoping that we'll be done. Even if none of the characters I mentioned in this video get in, I'll still be content with the roster, and excited to see who else ends up joining. But that's just me. What characters do you want? What characters do you expect? Any characters that fall under both those categories there? Do you agree with any of my picks? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. almost as much as I love my Patreon supporters, Confish04 and Betty Arnold. If you'd like to support my endeavors as well as get special perks that extend from thanks at the end of my videos to being immortalized in your very own Sock Sona, then join my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. If you enjoyed this video, I humbly request that you like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned to my channel for more gaming, shorts, memes, and puppet antics. Until next time, I will see you the next time I see you.